Hello and welcome. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina Brightstar. I am your host, Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. Today's topic is about channeling. Do you channel? Do you want to channel? And are there benefits of channeling? Before we get started, please like, subscribe, share, and do all of those things that help our spiritual community grow and expand. So I get different questions, which I love. Thank you. If you have a question, please submit it. Go to sabrinabrightstar.com, and on my podcast page, you can see the link to ask a question or to have a topic you would like to co-create and discuss together. I love the questions. I love questions. Questions just open up space. Questions really take us to a deeper layer of co-creating with the field and with each other. And you know, we are entangled, right? We live in a universe that is entangled. So today's topic is channeling. The question is, how do I channel, and how can, once I start channeling, how do I know like if I'm really channeling or if I'm making it up? Great question, great question. So for me, in order to answer that question, I would like to share with you or ask you, what are some of your beliefs about channeling? A lot of times, in order to answer the question, you need to self-reflect to discover where is your starting point or where is your belief set point. Do you believe channeling is possible? Sounds like a really basic question, but it's an important question, because if you don't believe you can connect or mirror frequencies or entangle your frequency or consciousness with any other consciousness, you even if you say you want to do it, if you don't believe it's possible, right? It's pretty basic to like, oh, I don't even believe it's possible, but I've been trying to do it. Oh, okay, that's just nothing wrong with that, but that just helps us become self-aware that we've got this belief that maybe is no longer serving you. So the first question, do you believe it's possible? The next question, do you believe it's easy? That's such a simple question, but it's a powerful question, because if you think channeling is really going to be hard work, then what will you create? You will create a journey where you have a lot of attempts, where you do a lot of different things, where you try a lot of different processes. And if you believe it's got to be hard in order for it to be successful, then will you actualize a reality where it is hard in order to be successful? It's just an open-ended question. So do you believe in channeling? Do you believe it could be easy? Would you like to believe it could be easy? So I'm getting the hit and the download right now that if you have some stuck energy on that, or if you have some limiting beliefs that aren't serving you, one easy way to instantly change those is just tap them out, right? You start with your, I'm interested in becoming an alignment for channeling. Channeling hasn't been easy for me. I would like channeling to become easy. Other people channel easy. I know some people think it's really fun and really easy. I've tried it. It hasn't really worked for me. I'm willing to change my set point on channeling. I'm willing to allow channeling to become easy for me. Channeling is starting to become easy for me. I can believe that I can rearrange my beliefs, rearrange the patterns so it can become easy. I know everyone has a birthright to be able to connect and communicate with their multidimensional self. I am open to the possibilities that this could be easy. I could practice and it could become easily. I am open to being in a channel. I am open for channeling to become easy and effortless. So that was just a quick impromptu tapping to help you rearrange patterns, just to help you rearrange the energy of your beliefs if you're holding any beliefs that aren't serving you or supporting you on your journey to channel or to co-create, connect with your multidimensional aspects. If you want more on EFT, it's called EFT tapping. It's an emotional freedom technique, I think it stands for. I'm not even sure, but it's just a tapping technique that you do on the different meridian lines on your body that just supports and assists you so you can rearrange your patterns, rearrange your, right? Because we have patterns, right? And so often we're trying to do something new, but we're regurgitating old patterns. So if we're trying to pull in something new, we're trying to align with something that we think might be easier, let's use different tools to support us so it can be easier. Okay, so we want to do some self-reflecting. Do you believe in it? Do you think it can be easy? And from there, then what? When I started channeling, I thought it was, I had this expectation, I had this preconceived idea of how it was supposed to show up. So when it actually did show up, I kind of dismissed it. I kind of didn't really value it. I didn't think it was that special because it wasn't showing up in the way that I had anticipated for it to show up. So it took me a while to realize, like, oh, I am channeling. I call it, at this point, I just call it that I communicate with different aspects of my multidimensionality. I come from the core belief that I am one. I am one with everything. So in the beginning, though, I did not have that belief. I used to have the belief that I was a separate container from other beings, from star friends, from other consciousnesses, from like angels or guides. I used to believe I was separate, and then I was expecting something outside of me to do the verbal translating or to like hear the audio, the downloads. And so I had all of these expectations of the way it was going to look. Once I started to realize, like, I'm getting information, but it just is coming in very easily. Like, it's just this information, these ideas, these downloads, these images. I saw a lot of images in the beginning. When it started to unfold, because it was just so easy, it just kind of seemed, it was easy for me to dismiss the wisdom or the value or the insights that I was receiving. One of the things that has helped me on my journey is these videos. And as you know, since 2010, I've been making these videos, and it's really been videos for me to help me expand and evolve my consciousness, my evolution of my spiritual awareness that we are one. So my suggestion to anyone wanting to do this is just start a daily practice. Maybe commit to 5 minutes a day where you're just going to play the game, make it easy, when you make something a game, it's not special. Right? When we try to make something so special and we revere it and we put it on a pedestal, then it blocks us right away because we're like trying so hard. We're having this huge expectation. Whereas if you say, hey, I'm just going to play a game. Hey, I'm going to have fun. Maybe I'll find a channeling buddy. And every day for 5 minutes, maybe we'll channel together in person. Maybe we'll both channel and we'll text each other. Maybe we'll get on Zoom or we'll be on the telephone. Maybe we'll get together once a week, but just make it a game. Make it simple. Make it easy. Don't make it special. So then when stuff can come, it can just flow to you easily. I recently heard something that I just really, really loved. And they said, when you're in the waiting vibration, when you're in the waiting, like I'm waiting for this big, my guide to land, or I'm waiting for, my guardian to show up, or I'm waiting for an archangel to be here, that waiting frequency slows down the vibration. It's a more dense vibration, waiting. Whereas wondering, I wonder who's going to show up today. I wonder what's going to happen the next channeling. I wonder how much fun it's going to be. I wonder how easy it's going to be for me to connect with my multidimensional self today. Wonder naturally ups your vibration, right? I was seeing the big thumbs down for waiting and the big thumbs up for wonder. I wonder what could show up. And when you just have a practice, 5 minutes a day, maybe you turn on your phone and you just do your own video journal, or maybe you do an audio. My son is telling me about, he does audio journals, right? Because he likes writing, but he also just, talking. A lot of us, we get so much out of just letting it rip. And then you actually have a document if you like documents, or you can just delete and erase it. You don't have to share it with anyone. It can be your own personal thing. No one needs to know this game that you played, this activity that you did. Maybe you like to write. Maybe you want to do what they call automatic writing, and you can just ask yourself and open it in question. I wonder what my multidimensional self would like to share with me today, or I wonder what spirit would like to gift me with today. I wonder what wisdom is waiting in the field, right? There is a unified field. Some call it the Akashic Records, but it is a unified field. It is a quantum field that we all have access to. It is a resource available for all of us. So we can say, hey, I wonder what's in what does the Akash, if you like using the word, the Akashic Records, if you like to call it the quantum field, if you want to call it the universal library, if you want to call it your spirit team or your spirit guide, whatever you want to say. Hey, I wonder what my spirit team would like to gift me with today. I wonder what my spirit team would like to share with me today, and see what shows up. And just let anything show up, and then just track it. Like the other day, I got a snake showed up, and I'm like, oh, and I just instantly knew, like Google what is the totem for a snake, and it held an important piece to a topic, information to a topic that I was searching for. So it was just easy. I just saw a snake. I had the hit, like when I get done with this meditation, I'm going to Google what a snake, the totem, and boom, 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 right? I love it when it goes so fast. And that's how it can happen. Another game that I like to play is the guest speaker game. And so the guest speaker game is when, again, I'm just connecting to my multidimensional self, and I visualize in my mind's eye, I see a door, a closed door, and I open the door, and I see what consciousness wants to show up. And whatever shows up, I'll be like, maybe I see an orange and like a fruit, right? Like, okay, orange, why are you here? Do you have anything to share? And it might be a message, but it might just be like a sound, or it might just be a feeling, or it might just be the frequency of the color. It might be a shape, a sacred shape, right? Like there are like so many sacred shapes that when we visually see these shapes or these images, they are encoded and we can receive information from that. So that's how I do it, and because I play so much in the multidimensional realm, it's just easy for me. So some call it trance channeling, where you are actually kind of out of your body and another aspect comes in and does the communicating. I believe that's called trance channeling. I don't do that. I do what they call conscious channeling. So like I'm physically here, and I'm also aware of a lot of other consciousnesses that are present right now. So I can tap into or focus in on some of these different consciousnesses to get specific, detailed information. And again, it's not special, because I have the belief, let's ask another open-ended question. Do you believe that there are frequencies or energies or consciousnesses that are superior to you? Do you believe in the hierarchy program in channeling? Do you believe if you channel maybe a galactic being or an ascended master being, do you believe that those beings, those consciousnesses are superior to you? Do you think they hold more value than you? And if you have a isn't the ascended masters, aren't they better than us? That's your personal time to, you can explore that. Maybe it feels good to you to think somebody outside of you is superior to you. For me, I have had to learn to release the hierarchy program. The hierarchy program does not feel good for me, but I was trained and conditioned to believe in the hierarchy program. So sometimes I unconsciously, especially in the beginning, I unconsciously thought that the star friends were superior to me. I thought when I was connecting or communicating, like with the Pleiadian in the room, I thought the Pleiadian was more special than me. And that goes against my core belief. I believe we're one. And in my unity, in my circle consciousness or spiral consciousness, we all equally matter. Yes, we might have different skill sets. Yes, we might have different frequencies. Some aspects of me hold a much higher, a higher, more pure frequency than maybe my personality construct does. But I believe that aspect of me is not superior to me. So I come to the table at this now moment, I come to the table with the belief system that everyone equally matters, that every point of view equally matters, and consciousness is including everything. And there's no part of consciousness that's superior than another part of consciousness. So even the higher and lower kind of indicates, right, hierarchy. Most of us like, oh, I want to be high, 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 which I love to be high, 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 thumbs up. And it's easy to judge the lower frequencies, the denser frequencies. But if we're all one state of being is not superior to a different state of being. So when you channel, when you're communicating, when you're connecting with different aspects of your multidimensional self, your personal beliefs have a lot to do with how it's going to unfold, what's going to unfold, and what you'll be available for. Right? So these are all just some really great questions for self-reflection. And if you do want to pull in more information, more data, more streams of consciousness, just set the intention. And if you feel stuck or blocked, maybe try some EFT, some tapping, right? Try some tapping to help release any limiting points of view that's blocking the flow, that's preventing the alignment between you and all of your multidimensional aspects. So thanks for listening. Have a great afternoon.